When I was 10 years old, my grandmother took me on a guided bus tour to Washington, D.C. And ever since then, this building right here has bothered me. It's been seared into my brain for my entire lifetime because it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how us as humans, with what I know about us, we're able to build something like this. And then we don't act like this is some kind of insane, amazing accomplishment. The building that I'm referring to is the Thomas Jefferson Building of the Library of Congress. It's located on the Capitol, or in the Capitol complex in Washington, D.C., right behind the Capitol building. Over here we got the Senate buildings. This side you got House of Representative buildings. And then the Thomas Jefferson Building has a John Adams building behind it. That's part of the Library of Congress as well. And then next to it, you have the Supreme Court. So all of America's government's judiciary systems are all housed in these insanely large, megalithic in my mind, granite marble buildings that were built supposedly after 1776. Sometime in the 1800s, these buildings were built. And so the Thomas Jefferson Building, this exact building here is, I want to focus on this one because this is the building that literally it got me thinking this. Like this idea of who built this and how did they build this? Because when I saw it for the first time walking up these steps down here at 10 years old, it just boggled my mind looking at this thing. Here, we'll see if we can drop our dude and we'll go down here and try to take a better look of it. All right, that worked. Nice. All right, so this is a building. Lot better view. We got the Neptune fountain out front. Walking up these steps, and there's steps back here. And walking into this thing literally just boggled my mind as a 10-year-old. And now, 25 plus years later, this building still absolutely boggles my mind. It makes no sense to me. Because after looking it up, they built this building in 1890. It took them from 1890 to 1897 to build this. So, I mean, we're talking, they started this 30 years after the Civil War. But before we even had money. They built this before the Federal Reserve. Like, America was a broke country back then. I mean, we had the War of 1812 with the British, and they burned all of Washington down then. And so then in the 1860s, they fight the Civil War. And then in the 1890s, they got no money. They got no people. They just got done fighting a ridiculous war, and they're just building stuff like this. The power tool was invented during the construction process of this building. I don't mean like for this building. I just mean the first power tool was invented in 1895. This building was finished in 1897. I mean, we're supposed to believe that Little House on the Prairie people, because that was the same year that Little House on the Prairie is portraying, was the 1890s. So think about that, is that we got these people live in shacks. They're like shooting gophers and dying of scurvy. Like, syphilis was a death sentence then. They ain't even invented penicillin yet. I need to look up when that was invented. I think it was like 1898 they invented penicillin. So, I mean, yeah, they can build buildings like this before they invent the first antibiotics. So, like, people just dropping dead left and right from nothing. Starving to death. Building shacks. Riding in their little covered wagons on the Oregon Trail. Right after they just got done massacring a bunch of Indians. Scalping them. And now all of a sudden they could just build stuff like this. I mean, like, do y'all not remember in school, like, being taught about the Civil War? Like, that there was just dudes in tents in fields They were sawing people's legs off with saws. Everybody was dying of gangrene. Like if you got a cut on your foot in the Civil War, like you was dead. So I mean, these people can't even barely stay alive, but they can build something that looks like this. It just doesn't make it. The timeline don't add up to me. The technology doesn't make sense to me. And they're like, oh, it was some dude from France. Okay, well, why is he any more advanced than these American people? And how'd he do it? It's just, I got questions that just, they don't make no sense. Because we're supposed to think that all of this is hand carved by some kind of, the mason? Some kind of mason? Some kind of extraordinary individual? Like, did one guy make all of the tops of the columns? Or did one dude carve all these windows? How did they make the columns? How many people did this? And it's like you can tell that every single one of these columns is exactly the same. They got a bunch of frail little leaves and stuff. But don't worry, guys. The gopher shooting Little House on the Prairie dude's got it covered. He's got a chisel from God. Like, I mean, how many different people actually were we supposed to believe made these? Hundreds of different people? Because if I was to draw a picture and then ask somebody else to draw it, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to find a difference. Yet when it comes to just these columns, there are probably hundreds of these throughout this building, and every single one of them is exactly the same. And I mean literally exactly the same. And I just don't, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand how a bunch of different people could carve such an intricate thing, and yet they're all the same. I mean, like, look at this thing up here. Like, who carved this? Who carved these people? How long would that take? I couldn't carve that in 7 years if I wanted to. I mean, no, I'm not a master mason, but, like, I know how to sculpt with clay. I could probably make a chainsaw sculpture. But you want to carve a human being out of marble while you're dying of syphilis? Like, I mean, look, this size is exactly the same. It's the same. So either one person made both of these, or we're supposed to believe that two people somehow made these and copied them. Exactly. I don't know, man. It don't make no sense to me. Cause like, it just doesn't. I don't understand this. I really don't. And so that's why I wanted to look at this building, because this has been bothering me for my entire life. I don't understand how they did it. I don't get it. So I wanted to look up and see if I could find construction photos, explanations of how they were able to accomplish this. And so luckily I actually was able to find a bunch of construction photos. Funny, they are housed in the Library of Congress, which, just a little information, is supposedly the largest library and collection of documents on Earth, with over 173 million different documents from different civilizations. So that's what we're going to look at next. We're going to pull up all of our construction photos, and we're going to go through these things, and we're going to see if it makes sense how a bunch of people with horses and wagons and no power tools or electricity just produce these buildings without a problem. Here we are in my collection of photos that I downloaded from the Library of Congress. Like I said, we'll go to our construction photos first. And I pre-numbered them in order of how big we are. Or how much progress has happened. So this right here is a photo number 1. This is the first photo we have of the construction process. And what we are looking at is it's already cleared. It's already semi-graded. There's already, what is this building back here? Where are we looking at from? Is that the John Adams building? Because they said that was built after the Thomas Jefferson building. I guess that's the Capitol building. I guess we're looking from behind it. So that would be the U.S. Capitol. That's already there. already fully there. And so now we got a bunch of dirt. How'd they do that? Where's the bulldozers? They didn't have no bulldozers. So I don't know how they accomplished this. Here's just a nicer picture of it. Look at all those people. Look at all those people clearing the grounds. Obviously, I'm being facetious considering there ain't a dang person out there anywhere. There's not a single person. There's not a single piece of equipment. We got a shack over here. And we got stairs. What? What is this? Hold on. We got some blocks and some stairs. What is that thing? What, they got a sarcophagus just chilling out here? Like, what are we doing? What is exactly going? Look at that fence. How'd they build that? That fence pretty impressive for some 1890s people. But whatever. Let's just keep going. Oh, here we go again. Dang, look at that one. Now we got an actual hole in the ground. This is a real foundation about to get poured with the no concrete that they ain't got. Oh, dang, look, we got two people out here now. We got Jim and we got Bob. What y'all talking about? Why y'all wearing... You can tell from here that these dudes are wearing, like, suits. They're just standing there. Look how deep this hole is. What was that, 12 feet deep? How'd they do that? Look at our little outhouse still here. Now we got a... I mean, look at this hole in the ground. I guess we're supposed to think that they dug that out with some shovels and some dudes. This is after the Civil War, so that means slavery's already ended. So it weren't slaves that did this. So who was it? And how'd they do it? Because that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good for some donkeys. Of course, I ain't seen a donkey yet. I just see two dudes wearing suits standing there yelling at each other. You like the hole, Jim? Damn right, Bob. Oh, wow. Now look at this. Oh, God. What we got going on now? Oh, finally we got our horses in our little carts. We got our horses in our carts. My God. What these people could do with horses and carts. We got what we see. We got a horse. We got two horses. We got two carts. We got two dudes. We got two top hat dudes over here standing there. The hole seems deeper, honestly. A little outhouse building. Where'd it go? Is it still there? There it is. Still right there. So I don't know what exactly all of this is. Just a bunch of boxes, a bunch of crates. I guess it all got hauled here with these tiny little wagons. Look at the size of this wagon. What can you fit in that? 5 dead corpses? Maybe. That don't even look like a block. What is that? Dirt? At least this guy looks like he's actually working. He does not appear to be wearing a suit. How'd all this stuff get here? Oh, there's another dude over here. We got us a top hat guy over here. Yeah, there we go. Man wearing a suit. I guess they all just wore suits while they built these things. And yes, there's a nice clear image of the Capitol building, so that was the Capitol building. Moving on. Oh, dang, we got some cranes now. Let's check these cranes out. Look at these booms. So we got rope cranes with no weights on them. There's no counterweights on them. I guess the pulleys are the counterweights. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really see how these things do not actually look like they could pick up anything. What are y'all doing with these? And aren't they in the way of where the wall goes? So we got some weird looking cranes with no counterweights. I don't see any of the cranes actually holding anything. I guess these are the granite blocks that they're about to build the wall with. I guess that's what's going on right in this area. We have the beginnings of a foundation wall. Where is that still looks like dirt down here. And now we got like a hole in the hole. Our outhouse is now gone. It's been replaced with this subterranean wall. All right, let's look for workers. What we got for way of workers? We got this guy standing there looking at stuff. Okay. We got a guy walking down the road over here. Is there anybody on the crane? There's a dude. We got us a dude right here on the crane. What's he doing? So, yeah, there we go. Here's our horses. Oh, we got 2 horses now. I mean, like, I'm seeing pictures. They're building something else over here. But I don't see anything actually happening. I don't understand this picture. I don't understand this picture. This looks like a nicer version of the same picture. See if we can see anything better. See it's not the same picture because our dude's gone. What about our guy that was walking? Oh, we got like a whole team of horses. Oh dang, look at that. They got 4 horses on that one. And what is this? 1 or 2 horses over here. And then a bunch of are these granite blocks? July something other, 1890. 1890. That's the year they started. So y'all trying to tell me you dug that hole by hand inside of the first year? Yo, look, this building goes underground. This is in the ground. That's underground right there. And then there's just like some little house back here, little cottage. Okay. I'm still not really learning how they did this. That's just another example of the same picture. Moving on. Seems like we got... Oh, what's going on right there? What are those? Is that the wheel pulley system for these cranes, or are those dynamos? What exactly is that? What is this rounded stuff? Pulley system or dynamos? Oh, look, that's now circular. I guess this is our main library hall. And we actually have dudes laying bricks. Look at them. Look at them go. Don't let the scurvy get you guys. Eat your vitamins. Eat your oranges. We got top hat guy right next to actually doing work guy. I guess that's the overseer. All right. So far we got about 5 dudes. Oh, we got a bunch of dudes over here. Sorry. What are these guys doing? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we finally got some people. We got some walls. Still got these weird cranes. Oh, look at that. We're getting front steps over here. Finally going up. Getting us a building together. These dudes are actually the first people I've seen doing something. And it actually looks like these guys are putting this wall here. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Look at that. Now we're starting to form us a building. All right. We got all these blocks. So I guess all this stuff on the ground was the blocks. I guess the quarry just dropped them off wherever they felt like. Got us a dude standing here. I mean, it looks like they're building it. Like it. I mean, how do you get these pictures if you didn't build it? Are these people? Look at that. Still a bunch of people over here doing something with these wheel things. I don't know. I guess the pulley system was man labor. I don't know. Couldn't you have got a horse to do that? Moving on up, getting even higher. I mean, it's very documented Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to say that they didn't build this when it looks like they built this. This is 97. What? That ain't right. No, that's not a 97. I guess I don't know what the heck that means. Because 90... Oh, here we go. Here's a date over here. What did that say? Zoom in. November 21st, 1890. Hold up. Wasn't that other picture June of 1890? They did this in 6 months. They did all this in 6 months. 5 months. Where are the workers? Where are the people actually putting stones in place? Where is a crane holding an actual block? Like, I get it. We got pictures. But of what exactly? Here we got the next picture. We got moving on up, I guess. Another still horses and wagons. Our guys right here are finally gone. Past that part. Subterranean portions. Cranes still there, holding no blocks. Don't exactly know what these cranes are doing. Oh, we got a bunch of people. Maybe that's people? I guess that's people. I don't know. Another picture that just honestly don't really show me much. Dang. Now we jumped. Now it's big. Where's the year on this bad boy? August 1891. So now we are 8 months past those other couple pictures. And we got us the outlines of a building here. Dang, look at this ornate block work. I guess old Jimbo right here is just a master at this. Look at him, by himself installing them windows. I guess it was one dude, huh? Look at that ladder. All these blocks on the ground. We got any cranes holding anything yet? I told y'all that was in the ground. Look at that. What they got under there? They're building a Coliseum out here? That's where they house the lions? What's going on this side? Dang, I ain't seen that little house building before. We got this little building on the side right here now. And I mean, this is getting pretty big. This is on the second floor already. Jimbo, man, you's a daggone master. You can do all this by yourself, my friend. You and that chisel from God. I want me a God chisel. Man, look at that. Jim Bob's standing right there just carving faces right outside the building. Like it ain't nothing. Look at me. What is this? Oh my God, there's more faces. Where'd these come from? Freaking Jim Bob and his God chisel. Dude's a freaking machine. August. Same month? What? Oh my God, there's a block on a crane. Look at that. We got one. Oh shit. Sorry. Here we go. A block on a crane. We finally got us one. And there's a dude standing right there. And there's a dude down there working that crane. That actually looks like an I-beam, not a block. Oh, well. So now we actually have cranes holding something. That's the first time we've seen that. And I mean, this is just a very intricate block work. I'd like to know who made that. Because they did it in 1 year. Here we got a better look of it. Yeah, we got faces. Faces. We ain't got no dudes in this picture. Yeah, we do. There's a dude over there. Look at him standing there. Alright, yeah, okay. So now we got half a building. Moving right along. Now we're really getting places. Where'd that building that was? I guess it's a different angle. Where's the... Yeah, this is from the front side. Capitol should be behind us. So this would be the front side of a building. Just look at the intricate masonry work. And nobody actually doing it. All of these dudes. Is that a lady? That almost looks like a lady. I guess royalty came to check on it that day. Who are you peasants? You ain't working fast enough, peasants. Alright, we got nothing on the cranes again. We got a dude down here. He's just standing there. Alright, we keep moving. It's about the same level of doneness from a different angle. This would be the... Look at all these people out here. What, are they having a picnic? No, it looks like they're working. They're all bending over, doing something. Look, we got the workers, and then we got the elites. Heck yeah. America. Work, peasant. Our Coliseum lion chamber is getting a roof. It appears. We got some dudes over here. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing construction photos, but they're still not convincing me that these little house on the prairie people built these things. I see them there. I mean, I could have staged these photos. Like, you could stage this. You could be using some type of advanced technology to do this, and then just stage these photos. Because, I mean, nobody's ever actually doing much of anything in them. Look at all these faces. We still got more marble faces. Look at all this. Who carved all these marble faces? What year we at? We got years on this picture? We do. 91 still. First year. Busting out a bunch of faces. We almost got the building done. There's almost like the outside is almost here. Moving on. Now it's starting to look like we got something. Here's that building again. That little one. Look at that. They got a whole wall on this thing. Oh, now they're building a tower next to it. We're going to see if we can find that thing. This building seems to be it's almost like they're building things around it instead of it. Why does that look old and decrepit? Y'all just built it. Still got these cranes. Were they built it? Dude, are the cranes built into the building? How are they getting that thing out of there? Are these permanently left in these buildings? Y'all remember that these were affixated to the ground. Their faces. So I'm getting some dude just carrying blocks up a ladder, like. We got a bunch more blocks laid out here on the ground. I guess a quarry just dropped them off, threw them off the side of their wagon. Look at this mud roads. How y'all doing all this on some mud roads? Look at this road. That's horrible. There's another building we got here. We got a dude right here, another top hat guy. So we got people in these pictures. They don't look like they're doing much of nothing, but we got people. Just looks like a clear image. Oh, we got a dude way up there. What's he doing? Yeah, dude, look at that. That crane is built into the building. They left that in the building, like, unless it's inside of the wall, like on the inner part of it. How'd they get it back out then? How'd they get these cranes back out? They literally look like they're part of the building. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, construction photos. We actually have them. Oh, look at that. They completed this tower already. Bam. Tower. They built that sumbitch in 1 year? Really? I'm supposed to think y'all built... Okay. That thing's already done. Why does this thing look so decrepit? And that wall does look old. I mean, maybe it's just a picture, but I just put it there. It can't be old. And look, our whatever this thing is finished. They built that. It's done. Still 1890. One. Bunch more blocks. See, now it looks like the cranes have been moved. See, look, they're higher now. I guess they didn't build them into the building. I don't know. Wasn't there one over here that was the one that kept bothering me? This dude. All I'm seeing is a building come together, but I'm not actually seeing like any form or fashion of how exactly this was done. I got some cranes that look like they can't pick up Legos. We got no people. Where are all the people? Wouldn't it have taken like hundreds of people? And here's a very large question that I have. Is these mud roads? We got mud, dirt roads. We got horses and wagons. And we got granite blocks that big. Where'd they get these horses? Like, they got to be the strongest horses on earth. And there's got to be some very strong little spindle-wheeled wagons. And they didn't have rubber tires yet. So I still don't understand how they managed to pull this cart and hundreds of blocks. That doesn't actually look like blocks. I don't know what this stuff is, but it does not look like the blocks that are in the side of this building. I have yet to see the blocks that are on the side of this building laying on the ground in front of it yet. These do not appear to be granite blocks. Maybe this one particular item. None of the rest of it looks like granite blocks. And still confused on how the horses managed to pull these granite blocks down muddy roads. They got some impressive horses. And now we still, hold on. Now we got the inner walls. We got inner brick walls. Outside, we got one dude again. Here's like 4 of them. There's nothing really explaining. Like, yeah, I see construction photos. We're in 92 now. June of 92. We got construction photos, but I still got no explanations. This just gives me more questions. Where did the blocks come from? Were y'all floating these things in with airships? Because I still don't imagine horses pulling this many daggum blocks through mud streets. We got to figure out where these blocks came from. Like, how far are they moving these blocks with these horses? Kind of the same picture. All right, I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting bored of this because I'm not really just seeing a building go up, but no explanation of how it's going up. You got like 5 dudes at most in a picture at once. Now we're in the inner courtyard of this thing. I got the inner court. Oh, is that our porta-john? Is that our little shack we've been talking about in the beginning? Look how tall this thing is. Okay, so now we got like full-blown fortress walls. You haven't showed me anybody actually doing this. How are y'all fixing these things in places? And them little bricks that them dudes was laying down in them first pictures are a lot smaller than these things are. Still, we got inner courtyard pictures. Inner courtyard. Yeah, it does have a courtyard, don't it? I guess, what is this, the rotunda? They're working on building a rotunda up here. We got people up here finally. Yeah, a couple dudes. Don't really look like doing much. It's kind of funny. You always got dudes in black shirts and you got some guy in a white shirt. I mean, it could be yellow. I understand it's black and white. Yeah, that's the center rotunda promenade. What we got going on over here? I'm still not seeing. We still got dirt roads that are all muddy. And we just got this fancy building. Supposedly. Dude, the crane is built into the building. Look. It's in the building. It is affixed to it now. That thing used to have a base. There is no longer a base. This is part of the building now. I wonder if you can find these cranes inside the buildings. Huh. Have to go look for those. All right, now we got more construction, we got more progress, we got bigger blocks, and we got two dudes just standing there. Oh, look at all the artists. Look, here it is. Here comes our super intricate, ornate part of the exterior. What year are we in? We still got years? Oh, we're in 93 now. We're 3 years down the road now. Still ain't really seen no people. I mean, other than like 5. Moving on. Okay, moving on. I mean, now our building's just coming together. We're gonna keep rolling on. Keep going on. Nothing seems to be changing too much. I mean, they're getting the final touches on it. Still don't really see anybody working or any explanation. I haven't seen a single block delivered by a horse and buggy. I've seen one thing picked up by these cranes. What is that floating? We got whatever this is. I don't know what that is. 2 dudes standing out here in the background. 1893. Kind of, I guess that was the top of the rotunda up there that they were installing with that. So I guess it's a crane. Can at least pick up that rotunda top. Looks like there's dudes right there. Possibly some dudes right there. Dude, we ain't seen no more than 10 people in this photographs at once. Oh, here come the columns. There they are. Look at our freaking columns. Dang, look at that. They already got the tops on them and everything. Uh-huh. That's interesting, ain't it? So obviously the entire column was made off site. Along with every single one of these ornate column toppers. Interesting. We got some dudes down here. Oh my God, do we have... No, that's not a block being delivered. Dang, I thought we found a block being delivered. But unfortunately, that does not appear to be what that is. Keep going. That just looks like the same picture again. Kind of the same picture again. Sort of the same picture again. Oh, now it's done. Look at that. Here's that front face that I'm so concerned with, where I'm like, how'd they make that? Well, this is how they made it. Picture 1, it ain't there. Picture 2, bam, there it is. We even got our, look at this. Oh, I said 7 years. Where's the date on this? Because our people are already here. What does that say? What does that say? 1894 maybe? That don't look like a 9 to me. But alright, here we go. Yeah, all of our columns are here. That whole wing is over there. So all of the columns are in place. We got the 4 people standing up here holding up these ornate top things. So the front of the building's done. The front of the building that didn't understand how they made it in 7 years. They made it in 4. Same picture. Pretty much the same picture. Whoa, look at this guy. Oh, I thought he was holding that. He's not. He's just standing next to it. Still, that does not look like no blocks to me. Where are the blocks? How are y'all doing this? Where is the construction process of the column? 1 minute they weren't there. The next minute they're there. Here we go again. Are these blocks down here finally? No. Lumber. Some big old trees. Maybe they're blocks. I don't know. That one guy, he made all that. He cut down a rock tree. That was stupid, wasn't it? Is that the last one? Oh, dang. That's the last construction photo picture we got. No. Well, there you go. That's the construction process. And look, there's a crane on the outside. See, they do got big old bases. Here's all of our... They ain't even built the steps up to the thing yet. Where's the Neptune fountain? Doesn't the whole ground slope down in front of this? That's supposed to say 94? The other one looked like a 5 or a 6, and this one looks like a 5 or a 6. I don't know. I don't know when this photo was taken. But what I have now seen is the entire construction process of the Library of Congress. But what I haven't seen is any construction. So luckily I was able to find these pictures we're going to look at next. These were of the... This is of the marble shop. Okay, so we got a crane put in a block. And we got dudes doing it. This is literally the most construction we have seen by man so far. And it took 4 dudes to put this one rock in place. Okay, so this is supposedly where all of our magic happens. This is apparently what that little decrepit building on the outside of the constructed building was. It was a marble shop. So we got about 20, 30 dudes in here. And I guess that they are the carvers of all of the ornate everythings. We got this guy. We got the Top Hat Brothers. We got these dudes. I guess these are our skilled artisans. These are our masons. These dudes. We got about 50 of them. And we're supposed to think. I mean, look at this stuff. How long would it take you to make that? Or that? Or this? Whatever this stuff is. Supposedly all of our beautiful ornate artistry was made inside this little decrepit building outside of the building being constructed. Look at that dude with his mustache. Hammers and chisels, man. Hammers and chisels and mustaches. Maybe that's the secret. Only men with mustaches can do this. That's why we can't do it no more. We ain't got more mustaches unless we're into porn or the military. Oh, dang, look at that. Okay, so now we're actually looking at some stuff. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We got little cherubs everywhere. We got, yeah, mustaches. Telling you. Oh, look, is that the top to a column? Because that looks like the top to a column. Why is it a different color than the ones on the building? We got a fleur-de-lis. Definitely Masons. Yeah, top to a column, top to a column. But those are different from each other. These are the ones on the outside right here. Yeah, and they just throw them things on the ground. Who cares? We can make 50 of these things in about 5 minutes, son. Don't worry about it. Look at that eagle we got going on. Look at that. There's another one. I don't know. I'm supposed to think that these dudes, I mean, just think about how long would it take you to carve that out of clay? Much less marble. Where's their pile of mess ups? Where's their tools at? I guess they do got God chisels, man. I mean, look, these are basically the same images. They're just copying them. Dude, I'm seeing it. Like, I see it with my eyeballs. 94. Yeah, that was the year they had it done. So look, man, these guys, I guess they've been working on this stuff for 4 years. And this is everything that they've managed to get done. is this. Amazing. One building, 20 dudes, mustaches, I guess, man. I don't know what else to say. That don't make no sense to me. You know how long it take to make this stuff? There ain't no piles of mess ups. That looks good. So good it looks like it was stolen from somewhere else. Look at this guy. What's he got? He's got a... What? Look at these chisels. These little tiny... What? I don't know. This guy's over here with like... freaking hand-powered screwdriver. Looks like he's playing a violin. I'll be honest with you, man. This looks staged to me. It don't look like they made that stuff. It looks like they piled it in that room and told them to stand there and look like they was doing something. Yeah, I just got more questions. Because, I mean, like, if you asked me to make you this thing right here, I could probably make one of them. Possibly in 4 years. But I doubt it. Alright, so I guess this explains our intricate, ornate column toppers. Where's the columns? They ain't making no columns in here. So, I don't know. This is our explanation. Is this picture. Dudes with mustaches. That's all it takes. Now we're going to go over our collection of internal pictures of the interior. Yes, I'm aware it's a picture of the exterior. So there's our front door. We never saw him build the fountain. Hold up. So it used to just be Neptune. Now there's like a lady on a horse and a mermaid. Where'd they come from? Look at that. They got the bicycle. They got bicycles out front. We never saw him build the fountain or the stairs. What happened here? How'd all that land go away? Y'all remember that, like, this was level in those other pictures. That's what I mean by sloped down in front. When did this happen? I don't know, man. It's almost like maybe they got them pictures from somebody else. Alright, we're gonna move. Alright, so now we're looking at the fully done outside of the thing. And yeah, dude, remember, look at that. That's like 30 feet, 40, 50 feet below where we were earlier. Whatever, I guess that's just normal. It's not a problem. Well, let's get in. Okay, so we got Neptune and we got us an eel, a frog. Two dudes blowing on some conch shells. So y'all in dongs, man. I thought y'all was very conservative back then. They ain't got no problem just throwing peckers around. Look at that angry koi fish. I didn't see that in the marble shop. Where'd old Poseidon come from? Or Neptune, whoever this is. Where'd my dude come from? And they couldn't have gave him a seashell loincloth or something. This was in the 1890s when you could like beat your wife for looking at dudes. And they just out here putting dongs on statues like it ain't nothing. Alright, that don't make sense. Oh yeah, definitely steps. Look how high this is. Look at that lady, man. Look at him smiling. They was looking at old Neptune. Y'all need to chill, women. Calm it down. Look at this. Okay, now we got some good pictures. See what I mean by how exactly even these things are. That's the same little, those are the same little leaves. Here's our freaking atlases holding up the dang wall. Dude, look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of that woman. Those are life size, if not bigger. And I mean, look at all these little drain spout things. What are all these things? I don't know. I decided to do an exploration to ease my mind, and it ain't working. Dang, look at that front door. Look at that bad boy. Who are these people on here? At least they wearing clothes this time. Their little harps. Little steps. Oh dang, what's going on up here? Look at those things. Look at these inserts. I guess that's what we saw sitting in the marble shop. Look at that. There's 6 of them just in this one thing. And this is what I mean. Look at these. Look at these. These aren't even the fancy ones. The same. There's a little cherub. There's a little stupid face. Mm-hmm. It don't make no sense. The mustache dudes made every bit of that. Who made them doors? Good freaking Lord. Guy, we thought the outside was impressive. What is... Who made that? Look at these. Look at these. They got light bulbs on them things. They got electricity. I don't exactly know what year these are from. What year are these from? House of Representatives Special Boarding Room. Hey, there's that eagle. That's a different eagle, but there's an eagle. There's a fireplace. Ornate. Highly ornate. Some kind of cool... Yeah, dude, look at them light bulbs. I bet them was 100-year light bulbs. Cartel ain't got involved in it yet. Don't worry. You'll be changing them bad boys like crazy in about 50 years. Oh, wow, look at that thing. Okay, this is a good picture of our fireplace. It doesn't even look like you can burn a fire in it. Why did y'all brick up the fireplace? There's little ornate columns. Why y'all got Roman? What is this picture? That's a Roman picture. That's a Roman pantheon. Like that's got to be Roman gods. Why y'all putting that in here? Dude, what is this? What kind of stone is that? Look at these things. Look at this thing. Just I'm still not... Oh. Ain't that interesting? They ain't even come out with healthcare yet. Why they got this symbol? Look at the ceiling. Oh, this is not helping. It just gets worse. Here's the north corridor. You got more Roman stuff going on, like dude's wearing a Roman toga. These are Roman pictures. Did the Romans build this? Roman symbolism. That's a esoteric symbolism, son. What you talk about, Roman? Oh, wow. Look, we got little micro columns. Like, what's the point of that? Why would you go through the trouble of making that? Like, you got to carve all that by hand, and you're just not worried about making hundreds of them. Inlays into the walls. Marble tile, granite floor. I don't know what the floor is made out of, but it's fancy. Look at that. Somebody just left their briefcase. Appears to be the same type of hall. The same hall. We got more Roman artwork. We got naked women this time. Something for the men. Front fountains for the ladies. You got to go inside to find you something. Look at this. What? Who made that? Look, that's the same as that one. Who painted this? Who is Lowell? What does that even mean? Dude, this ain't American. This is straight Roman. It's got Roman people inside of it. It's got Roman numerals. Neilman? I can't really read what that says. Look, we got the Roman scales. It's a Roman building, dude. The columns. Here we go. Examples. Exactly the same. All because them dudes got mustaches. Look at this. This is all granite and marble. Perfectly carved. Like, this is what's inside of what they just built. I guess they got the outside done in 4 years. It took them 3 years to get the inside together. Oh, I remember this. I've walked up that steps. At least I think I walked up them steps. I remember looking at them steps. Because you got these little cherub dudes. Look at them. And this is all like one piece. This whole thing is like a solid piece. What's going on right here? A little water fountain. And we got some statue. It's like an early... Dude, it's got lights on it. It's like a Statue of Liberty. Except this one's got horns. Maybe that's one of them little Roman fig leaf crown things I used to wear. Look, we got artwork all in the place. Look at that. Bam. Who was painting these pictures? This is where we get them columns. Yeah, see, columns on the inside the same as the columns on the outside. Look at that. The same. The same. The same. The same. The same. The same. Like, they could just bust out these column toppers. Hundreds of them. All the same. No problem. Side view the same way. Here, to what I'm saying. Somebody made this thing. Somebody made that thing. They are exactly the same. Look how ornate every single bit of... We got 50 dudes supposedly made every bit of this by hand in a decrepit little building next to this building. And we're still just putting pictures of Greek women, Roman women, Roman men, all into our Library of Congress in 1895. Right, so this is the area. So in here, I remember this, is that you can like stand in one of these corners over here and whisper something, and like everybody in there can hear you. The acoustics are so precise and perfect. Like, look at these. What is this? What is inlaid into... Every single thing of this is decorated. Every single bit of this is just ornate, carved, marble, everything's. Like, what are we talking about here? 50 mustache dudes. No problem. 4 years. Even 7 years. Could y'all... I mean, like, if somebody was like, hey, man, I'll give you $5,000 to hand make the top of one of these columns, and I need you to make 20 of them exactly the same. And I need you to do it in 4 years with no machines, by hand. How many of you people could accomplish that? Because I couldn't. It's very hard for me to believe that those dudes we just looked at in the marble shop could do that. Do you see how much carved marble is just in here alone? Here we go. Look at these column toppers. This is what I mean, exactly the same. Hand carved by multiple people that intricately. There are over 100 of these things in this building. And look at these mermaids going on. I'm sorry, I get distracted because there's stuff everywhere. All right, we're over here. Okay, well, you see what I mean? Little freaking leaves. Imagine trying to carve that by hand. You don't knock that off. How do you do that? Like, how do you not knock this stuff off? And you can see it is the same. And I'll let y'all in on a little secret. I ain't going to do it right now. Maybe I can fit it in at the end of this video. But if you go pull the columns from the actual Pantheon in Rome, they are identical to these. You can overlay them on top of each other, and it is the exact same column that is 2,000 years old in Greece. or Rome, Italy. I don't exactly know where the Pantheon is. It's over there somewhere. But yeah, I mean, so like it's already impressive enough that they're all over this building and they're all the same and they're all supposed hand carved. But they are straight reproductions of what they built the literal Roman buildings with. And I mean, like, literally the same thing. Like, every single little carve that you see in here is sitting in the tops of the Roman Colosseum. Not the Roman Colosseum, the Pantheon. Probably in the Colosseum, too. I'll fit that into this video at some point. I will put that at the end of it, where I'll overlay them onto those, and you can see that it is exactly the same thing. Another room. This time we got some dudes over here. Finally got some people in there. But yeah, here's our Roman goddesses. Those are Roman images. Every one of them. Roman. Look at the ornate carvings, the ornate everythings. Our mustache dudes are amazing. More examples. Same hall, other side. Look at these doors. Who made these fancy wooden doors? Guess they carved them out by hand. That's what I mean, man. They got hundreds of these things in this building. All exactly the same. Almost like they were made in a manufacturing facility using laser engraving. At least CNC machines. But nah, you're supposed to believe that Mustache John ain't got no issue just busting these things out in less than 4 years. Oh yeah, more of them. Just more of them. You see, once you start thinking about this, like, look at the columns. Exactly the same basis, same column, same everything. I don't know how you just hand make the same thing over and over again, and it's all perfect, and it's done by different people. Look at this. What we got here? What's that, Minerva? Yeah, dude, that's a straight up Roman. That's a Roman goddess. Yeah. It's a Roman goddess. Why is this? That's the first thing you see. What we got? What's this thing say down here? Erected under the Acts of Congress, April 1886, October 2nd, 1888, 1889, by Brigadier General Thomas Lincoln Casey, Chief of Engineers, USA. Bernard R. Green, Supt and Engineer, John L. Smithmeyer, Architect, Paul J. Pels, Architect, Edward Pierce Casey, Architect. Well, y'all some amazing freaking dudes, let me say. Hey, there's our eagles. Those are the eagles from inside that daggum marble shop. That is the dude. Look at him. And then we got Minerva. And we got more of these motherfreaking columns. I swear, I'm not. This right here is just no. You ain't telling me that a bunch of dudes with mustaches can just copy exactly the same damn thing every time. How many are we looking at in just this picture? 2, 4, 6. So there's 12. That's an entire person's lifetime in this one photograph. Not to mention the eagles. Oh, dear God. This is our main chamber. So this is what's under that rotunda. Look at the size of this thing. Look at this. Who made this? What is this? What is that? Look, they got light bulbs. This looks like some kind, it's a public reading room. Public reading room. What is this thing in the center? I don't understand. I don't know. I guess you just sit there and you read your little book. Not worry about, dude, there's freaking statues. There's statues in here. I forgot about them damn statues. Somebody had to carve these life-size, lifelike statues. And I'm pretty sure that's like Shakespeare and Plato or something that they got carved in there. Obviously, there's 4 in just that image, so it's more than that. Okay, here we got a better picture of this. Of this what? What? No admittance to visitors. Stay out of here, peasant. What is this? This is a machine, dude. Look at that. That's a machine. It's got gears and wheels. What? What does this thing do? What is this thing? What is this? What is that thing? Sorry, that doesn't make any sense to me. What is this thing? Where's the front of it? That looks like the back of it. Where's the front of it? What is that? That's a machine. Freaking clock? Where's the hands? Maybe it powers this thing. I don't know. Yeah, life-size statues of people. Hand-carved marble railings. Ridiculous pillars with the same topper. It took them less than 7 years to build this. And it's got a machine in it. I'm very curious about this machine. We got a year on this picture? We do not have a year on this picture. Oh, I was hoping it was another machine, but it's not. Now we're looking at our dudes. Look at it. We got a dude there. Kind of just, what was that, Benjamin Franklin? Who is this? This is definitely a Roman guy. Look at this guy. Look at, what does that say? As one lamp lights another, nor, dang, I can't read that. So nobleness, I can't read that. Oh, look at our little, got a bunch of these little things. The heck are these? Why would you go through the trouble of making all these? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What? What? I don't know. Yeah, we got dudes just standing looking over at Roman guy, American guy. That's kind of weird. What? Is there anything written on this? What are these for? Why'd you go through the trouble of building this thing? Building these little weird placards if you're not going to write anything on them. Why does the wall got to be that ornate? I mean, there were not enough people. There were not enough people in these construction photos for me to think, where were all of these in the marble shop? How long would it take to hand carve one of these bad boys? And y'all got 100 of them? What about all these? What is weird, crazy edges we got going on? There's more of them in there. Who was the rose petal guy? Who's ever here building rosebuds and 1,000 of them? It's our statues of our dudes. Oh, look, there's one of the black column tops. See what I mean by intricate little petals? Yeah. How'd you carve that and not knock that thing off of there? That don't make sense. I mean, dang, it's just like, why them dudes gotta be standing there looking down on you? I don't like that. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Don't look at me like that. I'll slap you, you marble bastard. Yeah, see, look, we got black toppers here. So they got black toppers in some places. I got white toppers on the outside and in the main halls, but this special main reading loop. Oh, it does have words. See, look right there. It says law. That right there says shh. I don't know what that says. I thought I could read it, but I can't. We're going to go with that says Shakespeare, and that's Sue Shakespeare. That's Shakespeare. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Why not? Y'all can't prove otherwise. Okay. All right. This is just, okay. Rose petal guy has got like 17 god chisels. Every one of those is like a rosebud. And the thing is, they're probably like at least 12 inches by 12 inches. And there's just, what is that? You got 5, 3, 5, 8. You got 45 of them in one single column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 225? You got 225 of them and just a third of it. So yeah, when I said over 1,000 of them, I wasn't kidding. Somebody supposedly hand carved over 1,000 little intricate roses. 'Cause that makes sense. We just got all the time in the world. And then like there's people, little carvings of people and angels and cherubs everywhere. Everywhere. Hundreds of them, thousands of them. Beethoven. I know that's Beethoven. 'Cause that's what he looks like. I don't know. That's what I'm going with. Look at these. Look at these. That's what I mean, man. You carve that by hand? Not a problem. You didn't knock that off either. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Hey, look, that one ain't got it. Maybe they got lazy. Oh, dang, I found a difference. I ain't seen a difference before like that. Finally, we got one. It's probably just a different angle. Huh, let's see. I don't know. That one appears to be slightly different. It's got the outside piece, see? But then they got the inside fanciness right here. That guy got lazy. That dude got fired, man. See? It's got it inside of here. We ain't got it right here. Yeah, man, that dude shaved his mustache off and he just lost all of his skill. What a loser. I don't know who that is. I'd give you a cool name if I could come up with something, but I ain't got nothing. Aristotle. How about that? More of these cherubs. How many statues are in here? Who carved the statues? I didn't see a statue in our marble shop. Good goddamn, and these dang rosebuds, man. These people are relentless. It's a different room. Oh, look. More Greek artwork. 'Cause that makes sense. Bro, this video is like getting close to an hour long, and like I still ain't found out nothing. What? Now we just got a giant hallway, crazy intricate stuff everywhere. We got light bulbs. Yeah, we got light bulbs. We got all these columns. Wonder if we got differences. I don't really. More rosebuds. Rosebuds. These people in rosebuds. Oh my God, this entire room is covered in them. Dude, the guy that had to make these things killed himself. Like, he would have had to. How many of those can you make before you just jump off a bridge? This don't look Roman. What? Maybe that's Roman? That looks more Turkish. I don't know, but it ain't American. Where's George Washington? And these are Congressional Library South 350K stack. So now we have metal cages in here. I guess this is like the basement or something. And that is the end of our interior photos. I even have more photos of this building, but I think I'm going to give it a rest here, because I've been looking at this thing and talking about this thing for over an hour, and I am now I'm more confused than I was before I started. This did not help at all. I still don't know how they did it. How it was just so easy to make 1,000 daggum rose petals. I don't know. Like I said, mind-boggling. Just absolutely mind-boggling. All right, we're gonna roll into the actual end of it. I'm gonna see if I can I'm going to go find those Roman columns, overlay them on these so that I can show. It's the same thing. So we'll look at that, and then we'll call it a day. Real quick, I want to show, I went and found the pictures that I could of the marble quarry where they supposedly got some of the stones to build the Library of Congress. So here it is. Here's our marble quarry with our dudes just standing there. That's normal. That's what they're always doing. They're just standing there, sitting on things, and standing there. I guess they're quarrying. But yeah, here's our marble quarry. We got some more different picture of it. Yeah, man, we're just picking marbles up, just hooks, man. Look at that. Look at that crane. That thing really look like it's gonna pick up marble. Stone blocks. Where's the saw? I guess this dude's on a saw? Nah, it don't look like no saw to me. I don't even see a saw. I just see a bunch of steam. And like, you know, so if that's blocks, and we're supposed to think these little podunk cranes pick them up out the ground, and you run this whole quarry with 6 dudes. See, man, I don't get it. All right, let's zoom in. There we go. We got, this is what we're doing. We got dudes in a hole, some buckets, some steam, little puny looking cranes. And that's where your marble blocks came from, right here. There we go. And this was a different quarry that I managed to find. I mean, again, is that like what is going on in here? I don't know. I mean, I ain't no miner. I'm not a quarrier. But yeah, look at our little. These daggone little cranes, man. Apparently they're very strong, I guess. I mean, look at all these trailing lines. I guess, man, I don't know. I saw the pictures. Oh no, I got one more. Down in the hole. Man in the hole. Look how big that is. Look how tiny them steps are. Dang. That's wild. That is wild. All right, so here we go. Hit the larger picture in the background is inside of the Pantheon, the literal Roman Pantheon. And then this, the smaller picture here is our Library of Congress column toppers. Now, I mean, look, you got the center, all the little petals, intricate designs, the little swirls, little swirls, little swirls, little swirls. Like, look at them. It's the same topper, dude. Literally the same thing. Got another shot of it here. So see, center star thing, center star. The design, all all of it is exactly the same, man. Except I guess these pillars, you know, they're even fancier than the Library of Congress ones. But yeah, these column toppers are the one thing that just, it don't make literally no sense to me in the slightest. How did y'all make that? How did you know how to make that? Where did you get the picture from to copy that? You see, I don't get it. I don't understand. But this is everything for my exploration inside of the Library of Congress. I mean, I've now looked at it for about an hour and a half and gone through every bit of available photos that I can find on this topic. And yeah, I mean, they say we built it. There's pictures of us building it. Does it make any sense? No, not in the slightest. I don't know who built this thing. I don't know where it came from. I mean, yeah, they got pictures. But they're still not convincing me that they did it.